I reckon.
Well, now you just said I reckon over the front of this.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Carry on.
Do you want me to tell the people what you were reckoning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sure?
Yeah.
So you've got a biscuit in your mouth and you won't be able to retort.
Just get on with it.
All right, I'm sorry.
People are watching.
I'm sorry. The people are watching. Chris was just reckoning about which child to sell for toilet paper money. Welcome to Jack. It's good to see you, friends.
Yes, it is.
It's very, very good to see you. We are very interested in what's been going on for you lately in this lockdown scenario that we find ourselves in. Chris, what have you been up to in lockdown?
Eating mostly.
Really?
Yeah. I find when I'm under pressure or I'm uncertain about things, I resort to one of the things that I'm best at, which is consuming food. Custard creams.
Custard creams. I think
Always a favourite.
for me, it's just online shopping.
Okay.
Just online shopping. Just buying like weird items of clothes I don't need. Berets, cravats, kilts,
Yeah.
in various tartans.
I've got a friend who buys up about 5 or 6 different, slightly different versions of essentially the same thing, and then sends 4 of them back. Like just because you can never really be sure.
What do you mean, like beans? Is he buying baked beans, kidney beans, runner beans?
So say there's like a range of Star Wars socks, and they're not sure whether to get TIE Fighters, X-Wings, Death Stars, Snow Speeders, or Ewoks.
Yes.
They'll buy all 5, get them in the post, be excited about getting the parcel in the post, and then decide which one they want better, and then send 4 back, because you send it back for free. They just want the choice. So essentially, they want to bring the browsing shopping experience into their own home.
Life.
Yeah.
Have you had? That's actually a good question for you guys out there. Have you had buyer's remorse yet? Have you brought something during this time, maybe online, maybe in a shop when you're allowed out, and now you're like, why did I buy this?
The classic thing is like shoes or like trainers. So you think you like some trainers, and then trainers are always difficult to buy online because you're not really sure if they're going to fit and be comfy. You might think, oh, they look wicked.
Yeah.
And then you buy them, and then because you spend money on them and you don't want to admit that you made a wrong purchase, you'll carry on wearing them even though they don't fit and they don't look good. That's classic buyer's remorse, right?
That's like literally all of the shoes I own were bought in those circumstances.
It's difficult. You've been struggling with your shoes today, Sam. So much so that, look, if you can just see this, Sam has taken his shoes off today, which is a little bit pungent. I'm not going to lie.
I'm just making myself at home, you know? All the world's a stage.
That's true. That is true.
What were we going to do in this video before we tangented already?
I think we should do a 1 to 10. I think we should do a 1 to 10. Hopefully I have a pen and a trusty post-it note here. So I'm going to think about where...
Never knowingly underprepared.
Where am I on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, I'm going to go 7.2.
Yes.
And I'll tell you for why.
Please.
7.2. Does that look like 2? Oh, it's fallen off. Does that look? There it is. 7.2.
It looks a little bit like 2.
It looks like 2.7 or 5.1 or something like that, or 1.5. I don't know. Whatever. It's a 7.2. Trust me. I'm a 7.2. This whole kind of isolation thing is a little bit weird, and I'm missing people. Like Fridays are out. We always say this. Fridays have been our favourite time of day for a long time. We get to come into school and hang out with the fun people who, many of you who come and hang out with us on a Friday. And it's awesome, and we kind of miss that. And, you know, whilst it's been nice to be able to meet up with you, you know, when you're healthy and not carrying some kind of infectious issue and don't have to self-isolate, it's nice to see you, but I miss the other friends. So I'm a 7.2, which is pretty good because, you know, ultimately I quite like my own company, and I've got an awful lot of things to watch on Netflix, which I need to catch up on. So what are you doing there, Sam? Oh, yeah, good. Tell us.
I was sticking my tongue out then because I was concentrating.
Is that what you did?
And check the handwriting. Okay,
oh my gosh. You look like a nervous old man. That's like a 9.8.
It's a 9.9. 6, or is it a 6.8,
or is
it? It could be anything.
It could be 6.8. Let's go 6.8.
Why would you pick the lowest one?
Well, I think that's what you intended. Anyway, tell us for why.
I feel discombobulated. Oh.
You can stick it on your head, but it doesn't stay for very long. Well, maybe you've got a more adhesive forehead than I have.
Famously adhesive forehead, see?
Oh, yeah, that's good. See? Good work.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think this is just such an odd time, isn't it? It's difficult to know how to feel. Yeah. Part of me is absolutely over the moon that school is finished and all these lovely people don't have to, be in school.
Yeah.
And then there's also a lot of me that misses some of these guys.
Yeah.
Not all of them, obviously. I won't tell you which ones.
No, there's a few, I mean, we know that.
But then also, I do get to get up when I want, like every day.
But you do that anyway. You know, when I ring you and we have like a meeting planned for 11 o'clock and you say, I'm running a bit late, it's going to be 1:30. It's because you're like in the shower, not because you've been on another
That's
meeting.
running late. That's running because the run between the bed and the shower happened later than I'm in it to.
Okay.
That's run. Therefore, I'm running and it's late.
I'm running late.
Yeah.
Implies
it's better that it's more like it's late and I'm running, if anything.
All right, yeah, fair enough. So you're a 6.8.
Well, I think, yes, I'm going to say I'm a 6.8.
So our question for you today, sitting in, listening and watching this, wherever you are, is where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 is awful, 10 is amazing. Tell us for why. Have a think about it. Take a few minutes out of your day today. Have a little bit of quiet thought for yourself. Look out the window and say, where am I on a scale of 1 to 10 today? And try not to just say 5 and I'm not sure why. Like, think about it. Think what affects your mood and that kind of stuff. Because if we're sort of self-aware and kind of understand how we're feeling, why we're feeling, it kind of helps us to regulate our mood a little bit better, I reckon. So I'm a 7.2, Sam's a 6.8. Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Good question, eh?
The best and maybe only question.
Absolutely. Should we wrap it up there because we've probably got over.
It's quite long, isn't it?
Really long,
It's made it really long.
It's really
We're
long.
going to get shorter at this.
Yeah, we'll get better. We'll get better. Promise.
It's because V's not here right now.
No,
That's the
true.
problem.
We need to
V.
balance. She's the balance of the force. She's the one that restores balance.
Is she Yoda then? Is that what you mean?
So make sure if you're watching this, presumably you've subscribed to the Jack Early YouTube channel. Thank you for doing so. We'll be posting more and more content on here all the time. If you've got friends that are part of school or have kind of been part of the Jack family, does that view backwards on there? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Make sure they subscribe too, because it's the only way that you can see all this stuff, and because it's all private, so no members of the general public can see it unless they subscribe to the channel too. But why would they want to do that?
Because it's awesome.
Bless you, friends. See you very soon. Lots of love. See you next time.
Thank you for watching this week's Jack session.